Hi there, my name's John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary texts and, we tie them, maybe do an item from the Dollar Tree or the junk drawer or the kids' room or, I am glad you're with me today, and I'm starting to do this at the beginning because I know that sometimes we get watching and we get, we catch the springboard and you're like, all right, that's enough, pause or stop. So I want to let you know that you are appreciated, you are loved, and you are rocking it. We're entering into Lent, and yeah, we're still doing it, and you're doing it, and you're doing well. We know in the midst of grief, people forget, and they forget how hard you're working. They forget how hard they are working, and they just feel it. So, just a word that you're doing it. Not only are you doing it, but you are doing it well. And I am glad that you're a partner in the ministry and for the gospel with me. So, I'm so glad you're here. This is, like I said, this is for the first Sunday in Lent. If you are looking at burying the Alleluia for your kids' sermon, I have a couple of children's sermons about that, and I have thoughts about that. So one of the thoughts I have is this might be the year that you don't bury the Alleluia. And it might be a year that we focus on the difference between Sundays in Lent and Sundays of Lent. We say, like, this is the second Sunday after the Epiphany, or this is the first Sunday of Advent, but this is the first Sunday in Lent. It's not of Lent, because Sundays are outside of Lenten time, and because every Sunday is a little Easter. So it might be a time to focus on that we lift up the Alleluia during Sundays, and we say this is the reason why, because we are celebrating that every Sunday is a little Easter. So that might be a possibility. I do have videos about burying the Alleluia and different things. The Dollar Tree occasionally at this time has chocolate crosses, which I find very interesting, and we could talk to our kids about that. And you can search up this text on the Dollar Store site and Dollar Store Children's Sermon site, and find a video a few years ago where I talk about that. But what I'm looking at this week is weird sayings. And when I was growing up, one of the sayings I remember being said, and I can't remember if it was my parents or if I've heard it from a teacher, but it's, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, which makes no sense. But I'm going to reverse that this time. If you've heard it once, you need and should hear it 1,000 times. You get to hear this 1,000 times. Last week, we heard the voice on the mountain in Transfiguration Sunday, where the voice speaks and says, "This is my son," and we hear that voice. Today, it's a flashback to Jesus' baptism. We have the temptation story, but we have the voice again saying, "You are my son, the beloved. With you I'm well pleased." And how important it is for us to hear that voice again and again, not only about who Jesus is, but that voice that speaks to us and reminds us that we are loved. And to the kids, you are loved. You are enough. And what a message to our kids, that the kids that are rocking it, however they're figuring it out, and they're struggling. And so the reminder that they are loved for who they are, because God created them, and to hear this message again and again and again. I say it so often that's when people ask, what are things you're known for? And I love the fact that when that comes up, they say, "You are loved." Some days I feel like I say it too much, but then there's the days I'm like, how can we say that too much? All right, so that's my springboard, looking at that the weird phrase, if I've told you once, or I get to tell you again and again and again. You need to hear this more than once. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. And so that's the springboard. Now, the way I'm going to video it, and this will be in this will be before I'll have it posted, but I'm going to video it as kind of a Groundhog's Day kind of thing, where the video just kind of repeats about 4 or 5 times with me just walking by the video, stopping, going, you are loved. And again, you are loved. And again, you are loved. And then go in from there. So, all right, that's the springboard. Hope you can find it useful. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I appreciate your partnership in this ministry. I greatly appreciate this last week. There's been some very generous donations that have come in, and I've really appreciated that. And so I just want to give a word of thanks to all of you. All right? Peace, and we will talk to you later. Oh, wait. You are loved. Yeah.